What we've been doing here on Barrow Island is an example of how it's possible for oil and gas industry to coexist with the environment. The environment on Barrow Island is exceptional, but it remains exceptional 40 years after we started producing oil here. And that's because we have planned what we do on Barrow Island. An example of one thing we're doing is having a very strict quarantine regime. That means that everybody and everything, including food and equipment and materials that come to Barrow Island, will go through a rigorous quarantine procedure before getting to Barrow Island. And the equipment, before it leaves and wherever it's being built around the world, will be inspected and will be washed and will be packaged where it's appropriate to make sure there's not one seed in there that could possibly get out and germinate on Barrow Island.
You have to have a three-dimensional solution. So Jeff Canada in the Harlem Children's Zone says in 3 dimensions, every issue, the government, the church, the NGO, the activist, the business person, they have to be cobbled together to create sustainable change. All I'm desperate for is the government to be less talk and more leadership. Every time I'm desperate for the government to do what it should do, which is set social policy and then call on the marketplace to innovate against that. The conversation about should we have climate rules is the wrong question. That is not a question that I should have an opinion on except as a citizen. I vote for the government, right? And so I think government should absolutely not set climate rules. Terrific. Count the votes. It turns out that the majority of the engaged citizens think the government should have something to say about that. So say it. Say it. Stop. By coincidence, we released a report that said, compared to the 2006 baseline, timberland last year reduced our carbon emissions 27%. A for-profit company, there's no legislation that says do it. There's no standard. It exceeds what Kyoto would have asked for, exceeds what Copenhagen will ask for. And by the way, we did it and made money doing it. And so I want the government to say, I don't care what they pick. That's the legislative process. That's their job. Pick a number, pass a law, and call on the marketplace to respond. And instead, there's this incredible battle. No leadership, incredible battle of special interests, and we're still talking about it.
Clean tech industry generates $150 billion in global revenues annually, and clean energy revenue is expected to quadruple by 2016.